So now we will discuss about factors that have enabled globalization. What are the factors? First is technology, trade barriers, and next is liberalization. Technology, rapid improvement. There was rapid improvement in technology and has been one of the major factors that has stimulated the globalization process. So this technology has made possible much faster delivery of goods across long distances at lower costs. So through and the developments in information and technology has made information instantly accessible through telecommunications we can take. So traditionally, the countries of the world were very conservative and did not allow the foreign trade freely. They imposed barriers. So our next factor which enabled the globalization is trade barriers. What are these trade barriers? Trade barriers are some restrictions that have been set up by governments. So here the government can use trade barriers to increase or decrease foreign trade. Both can be done. For example, we can take uh, trade barrier example as tax on import duties. When we import something, we can call it as trade barrier. So they imposed many barriers to restrict trades. Few countries, such as high rate of tax, or banning export or import of some products, and banning trade with some selected countries. So tax on imports is an example of trade barrier. Here the government can use trade barriers to increase or decrease, regulate foreign trade and to decide what kind of goods and how much of goods should come into the country. So, for example, tax on imports is an best example of trade barrier. So, what are the causes for imposing trade barriers? Different standard of economy to protect local small and tiny industries, fear of economic colonialism by the strong countries, threat to society and culture. So, removing barriers or restrictions set by the government on trade is the liberalization. So, when the government imposes less restrictions than before, it is said to be more liberal. Here, the government will not uh, enable the people to pay taxes. So, all the barriers will be removed by the government on trade. It might be import or export. So, World Health Organization. What is World Health Organization? Promoting free trade worldwide is World Trade Organization. So, World Trade Organization, it is an organization whose aim to be liberalize international trade. So, at present, uh, we have 164 countries of the world are currently members of the WTO, that is World Trade Organization, and it has established rules for developed countries regarding international trade so that these countries can allow free trade to for all. What is the objective of WTO? To promote international trade and assist producers, exporters, and importers of different countries. And what the WTO wants? It wants there should be no restriction for anyone to buy or sell anything produced by anyone around the world. So that means there should be free trade among the countries. Debate for free trade. So why developing countries oppose this? Industries in developing countries are not equally developed to compete with the large MNCs. So what happens? And industries of developing countries who bears heavy tax burdens will not be able to compete with the large producers of developed countries supported by subsidies. So what happens? The Indian industries, if we take example of India, so the industries, the native industries will get loss. So what are the factors enabling globalization? Liberalization, development in technology, and liberalization of foreign trade. So what are the effect of globalization? So globalization has impacted the lives of people in India in the following ways. What are they? So it has provided greater choices to consumers who now enjoying improved quality of and lower prices on several products. So globalization resulted in more competing. To take this, what are the we have the positive effects. So what are they? MNCs have increased their investment in India in cell phones, automobiles, electronics, software, soft drinks, fast food, etc. So due to this, what happened? There were new jobs have been created and local companies supplying raw materials and services to these industries have also prospered. So wide choice, worldwide market for Indian producers, helps in capital formation, employment outside India, access if they access to better technology, and some globalization of, brings in new and improved technology by even the local companies benefit. So some large Indian companies like Infosys, Tata, Asian Paints, Ranbaxy have emerged as MNCs. These are the MNCs and setup companies in the other world. And also it has resulted in higher standard of living of people. And globalization has threatened small producers as their production has stopped. So what are the struggles of a for a fair globalization? So fair globalization creates opportunities for all and also ensures that the benefits of globalization are shared better. So the government can play a major role in making this possible. So what are the steps taken by the government to take care? So here the government ensures that labor laws are properly implemented and workers get their rights. And it can support small producers to improve their performance. And government also, if necessary, can use trade and investment barriers. It can negotiate at the WTO for fairer rules. So what are the liberalization of labor rules? The employees in India need to obey certain rules that aims to protect the interest of workers. So recently the government allows the companies to ignore many rules which are called liberalization of labor laws. So how the liberalization of labor laws help the MNCs. So flexibility in labor laws enables the MNCs to ignore some rules that helps the companies in keeping the size of the workforce under control. A company can hire and fire as per the seasonal variation in demand of the workforce. So here the company has can hire a person or fire a person. Fire is removing of the person from the job as per the seasonal variation in demand of the workforce. So it can also align with other developing countries with similar interests to fight against the domination of developed countries in the WTO. With this, we come to the end of the lesson. Thank you, children.